Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that you are having a spectacular summer day and that the time that we spend together is going to make it even a brighter summer day, even if the clouds are overshadowing your day. You know, the older I get, the more that I think, and I think I have had quite a ride down the banister of life. Having a different lifestyle set before me. Now, some of this lifestyle has been fine-tuned by those around me, but also those I have heard on radio and TV. Here's a couple examples. Vegetarian. That's an old Indian word meaning lousy hunter. Comes from 60 Minutes, Andy Rooney. Here's everything that you want to know about men and women. Women are crazy, but men are stupid. And the main reason that women are crazy is that men are stupid. Comes from an old hippy-dippy weatherman on WLS-AM radio, Chicago, George Carlin. Yes, lifestyle reflects who you are, and who you can be developed into can very much be attributed by the homes that you live in. I have lived in over 20 homes so far, and believe me, each and every one of them left memories indented in this old mind. Can you bring forth thoughts of the different homes that you have lived in so far and how they developed your lifestyle? Here are a few that come to mind to me. Concrete floors in Panama. A maid to teach you German in Germany, and then the smell of roasted chestnuts. A 2-room house, no running water, an electric light bulb hanging down. Otherwise, we used kerosene lamps. Later, in that very same town, a beautiful home with a white picket fence, parquet wooden floors, a telephone, and even an old crank Victrola wooden radio player with old records down in the basement. A 2-room trailer in Colorado. Later, a 10 by 50 trailer in Nebraska where the door would freeze overnight so that you had to literally break the condensation, the ice, to get out. An acreage out in the country with the biggest red barn you ever saw for all the horses. And a long driveway, and one night, under the full moon, shoveled all the snow off of it. A 3-room rental where your bed was a Murphy bed, so it came out of the wall. It was in the bathroom, and so when it was down, the end of the tub held it up. A home in Georgia where every backyard had a 12-man U.S. Air Force government-issued 12-man raft. Still inflated and not being used, but it was being used in every backyard as a swimming pool. A rental where the week that the Pope came to visit that city, you found thousands of dollars, turned it in, and 1 year later, you were able to keep it. A home where 1 year after your son was born, a tornado came and destroyed the home. Next year, lightning hit the TV on his birthday. A home in Iowa where you got to lay sod and plant trees, where 40 years later you got to see those big, big trees. But it was done by just the two of you and your son Justin in a stroller watching. Living in a home where you got bussed into school under secrecy because you were guarding the Argonne National Laboratory. A home in the Black Hills where each morning on the south side you feed a deer you call Whiskers. And then on the north side you go and you feed breakfast to a little buddy, a little squirrel. Now, little buddy is a lady, but I still call her little buddy. Are you starting to see the picture of all those years and how the home can play an important part in your lifestyle, and how lifestyle communicates a clear message about who we are and how we think? Now, what do you think the lifestyle of that person was that lived here? That person's name that built this cabin was Rufus Pap Madison. Using cottonwood, so those are cottonwood planks that you see there. Using cottonwood that he found along the banks of the nearby Rapid Creek here in Rapid City, South Dakota. This cabin was built in 1876. And as I said, it was done by hand by Rufus and other people. Now later, Rufus would sell the cabin and the plot of land. He sold it to a gentleman by the name of John Brennan, who later founded the city of Rapid City. What kind of lifestyle did Rufus have? Well, later we're going to go into the Journey Museum here in Rapid City and look at a particular area where they look at pioneer lifestyle. The pioneer lifestyle of Rufus, which then later became the city of Rapid City, over 176,000 people. Marvelous. Started right here by this cabin. You know, the older I get, the more that I think. And I think that each generation needs to take the time and share with all human senses that they have. Taste, smell, our hearing, our seeing. Share those things with your other generations that you come across. Share with them, you sliding down the banister of life. And until we meet again, you have yourself a good and godly day. After all, how can it be a good day if it's not a godly one? You take care.